30-plus win seasons. The Purples won their fourth region title in 2018 and in 2021, and were fourth region runner-up in 19 and 23. Last season, Bowling Green finished 29-7, but lost to South Warren in a very competitive 14th district tournament. The 14th district this year has a three-way tie for the number one seed, as Bowling Green, South Warren, and Greenwood have a three-way tie for the one seed. They all three have 4-2 district records. So it'll take a while to figure out the math on that, to figure out the tiebreaker on that one, since all three teams split with each other. And the Purples have played two other teams in the 15th district this year, with 2 wins over Warren East and 2 wins over Glasgow. Barren County defeated Bowling Green in the first game of the season back on March 20th at Bowling Green by a score of 9-6 in 8 innings. And Bowling Green leads the overall series over Barren County going back to 2017-10. So, Scott, this could be another competitive game here this afternoon.
Well, anytime you're playing Bowling Green in any sport, you better have your A game. It doesn't really matter if you're playing them in tiddlywinks. They're going to be pretty good at it. So, yeah, we'll have to come ready to play today.
Yep. The Trojans are ranked third in Region 4 behind South Warren and Greenwood, with the Purples ranked fourth in Region 4. And Barren County will open up the 15th District Baseball Tournament Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock at Sam Royce Field. Our broadcast here on WCLU Burgundy 104.7 FM will start at 4:45 on Sunday afternoon. Glasgow will play Warren East on Monday at 5:30. Joe Myers will have the broadcast of that one on WCLU Blue 103.1 and 1490. The championship game will be on Tuesday. We got more to come in the Don Franklin Auto pregame report. We'll be back in 2 minutes as the Trojans take on Bowling Green this afternoon from Trojan Field here on WCLU Burgundy 104.7 FM.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
I'm Tobe Morgan. I'm a line crew foreman. I've been with the plant board 18 years. Working for the EPB to me means more than just providing for my family. It means I get to work somewhere that truly cares about and helps our community. I get to do something that I enjoy while helping people I know and have known my whole life. Working at the Glasgow EPB has shaped my life in so many positive ways. I appreciate the main priority is offering the best to our customers.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Take a look at today's lineups. First for the Bowling Green Purples under head coach Nathan Eisenberg. Batting first and playing shortstop will be Evan Schallert. I believe that's how you pronounce his name, Schallert. And batting second, playing in center field, is Drew Eisenberg. Landon Gilbert will be the third baseman. He'll be batting third. Eli Kreese is on the mound today for the Purples. He'll be batting fourth. In left field is Grayson Newman. He'll be batting fifth. Sixth will be the catcher Harrison Yates. Luke Eidlet will be at second base. He'll be batting seventh. At right field is Hudson Nottmeyer, and he'll be batting eighth. The DH is Markel Yates, and he'll be batting for the first baseman today, Logan Johnson. For the Barren County Trojans, under head coach J.R. Estes, assisted by Luke Wells and Michael Poore. Batting first and playing shortstop is number 7, J.P. Hyde. Jackson Reese will be at second base. He'll be batting second. Batting third is the center fielder, Sutton Hyde. Gavin Coffey will be at first base. He'll be batting fourth. Batting fifth in right field is Axel Dysom. And on the mound today for the Trojans will be Cameron Crawford. He'll be batting sixth. The catcher is Aiden Kenny, batting seventh. Batting eighth is the third baseman, Bryce Thompson. And batting at the bottom of the order today in left field will be Jordan Harris. As far as the district race goes, of course, the Trojans will play Allen County Scottsville in the first game of the 15th District Baseball Tournament Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock. We'll have the broadcast at 4:45, and then on Monday, Glasgow will take on Warren East. That'll be a 5:30 start. And you look at the RPI rankings, South Warren and Greenwood up there. They've been 1 and 2 most of the year in the 4th region. Barren County's been 3rd in the region most of the season, with Bowling Green 4th and Russell County 5th. And Scott, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams in the 4th region have won more than 20 games.
Yeah, that's you don't see that a whole lot. It's good that the 4th region looks like it's kind of coming back a little bit. But then you got three of the you got 3 top 20 teams that are playing in the 14th district. So you're going to have it's like basketball, boys basketball. You're going to have one pretty good team that's not going to make it to the region. So be interesting to see how that region pans out, or that district pans out.
Yeah, when you got a 3-way tie and all 3 teams have 4 records, you got to figure out.
It's got a thumb wrestle, or I get the biggest guy on my team and go, all right, we're going to throw him. Do the old bull in the ring. Whoever's last man standing is the number 1 seed.
I mean, you look at the 4th region and who's going to come out of the district. Of course, Logan County and Franklin Simpson right now are rated the top 2 teams in District 13.
Yeah, and that's pretty much the way it goes every year for a long time, several years, probably 30 or 40 years. It's always usually those 2 teams. Every now and then, Todd Central back a few years ago had a team that was really good. Mm-hmm. They got in the regional tournament. And then you would have to think that Russell County is probably going to win. Is that the 13th?
16th. Russell County.
So they're probably going to win that district. It's going to be to see who. With the 5-team district, it'll be interesting to see which will come out of that. But this game right here today with Barren and Bowling Green, I mean, it depends on how the district goes. This could be the first game that both teams play in the region if they make it.
That's true. That is absolutely right. Barren County 20-8, Bowling Green 19-10. The Trojans number 3 ranked, Bowling Green 4th ranked in the region. And you go back to the 16th district, you've got Russell County, who's rated number 5 in the 4th region at 20-10, and Monroe County is number 8 in the region this week. They have a record of 13-10, but with a 5-team district, you've got Metcalfe County, you've got Clinton County, you've got Cumberland County. It come down, I would think, between Monroe and Cumberland with that other team in the 16th district, but anything can happen.
Yeah, Coach Gerald's over there at Monroe County's done a pretty good job over there this year, so I don't know how long it's been since Monroe County's actually been in the region. I think it's been a while. So they may have a legitimate shot to make it this go-round. Yeah.
Of course, in the here in the 15th, Barren County is the only team in the 15th district with a winning record, 20-8. More East is 8-18. Glasgow is 7-19, and Allen County Scottsville is 8-20.
Yeah, but you know what?
You throw the records away when it comes to tournament time.
That doesn't mean anything
in any
at all.
sport, for that matter.
As a coach for a long time, the first game of the district is the one that I always had a knot in my stomach. Because, your ultimate goal is to get to the regional tournament.
Right.
And then it's kind of like after that first game, you're playing with house money, So you got to get that first game out of the way.
Yep, that's true. That's always the the big one, and everybody is stressed out over just getting out of the district,
Yeah,
making it to the regional tournament.
It's not, baseball's a funny game. It's not like basketball and football. Not to say that those upsets come, because they do every now and then, but it seems like you see it more in baseball than you do the other sports. So you still got to play. I mean, we played Allen over here and was down 9-4 and had to come back to the bottom of the seventh.
Yeah.
So you just never know. You just got to be locked in, and you got to get ready to play.
And the game at Allen was a 4-1 win by the Trojans. So both games have been close.
Yeah, I've said this on air before. If you've listened, I'll say it again. My mentor, Johnny Vance, who taught me a lot about baseball, had a saying that you play against the game and not the jersey. So you play the game, and you don't play against the jersey. You play against the game.
Yeah. A couple other baseball games going on today. Glasgow is at home against Greene County. I don't think that game was canceled. They did have a game canceled yesterday. That game to start at 6. Allen County Scottsville is at Clinton County, and Warren East at Edmondson County this afternoon. Over in softball, of course, we'll keep tabs on that Barren County, Allen County Scottsville matchup. That game starts here in just a few minutes down in Scottsville. Again, the Trojanettes have to win by 4 runs to get the number 1 seed in the 15th district. The other game is Warren East hosting Cumberland County this afternoon. And that's the schedule going on in baseball and softball from around the area as far as 15th district teams are concerned. We'll come back with the first pitch after this 2-minute timeout. This is Trojan Baseball, brought to you by Don Franklin Auto at WCLU Burgundy 104.7 FM.
Cold weather means you've got some things to take care of, like heat to keep you warm and comfortable. Put it on your list of things to do. A call to Southern States Glasgow to fill your propane tank. Southern States is one of the top suppliers of propane gas in the country, and your Southern States in Glasgow is the local, smart, reliable source for all your propane needs. Safe, clean-burning propane gas is the premier energy source for heating and appliances. Call 651-6167 and 651-2159.
And we are now on 120 Cross Street, just off 31E South.
Just past the railroad tracks.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit scrtc.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
Attention home buyers and homeowners. If you're shopping for a mortgage or considering home financing, call one of Kentucky's top mortgage lenders, South Central Bank. Recognized as the area's best mortgage company, we are ready to help you walk through every step of the borrowing process. With experienced lenders and a full range of loan solutions that suit your budget, South Central Bank can make your dreams become reality. Contact us today. You can even apply online at southcentralbank.com. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638, located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
Bowling Green with purple jerseys and
Gray
white
pants.
Gold numbers. Gray pants and purple pinstripes.
Yep.
The old gold color. Trojans in their white pinstripe burgundy. Trojans across the front of their shirts. And only 2 more games left on the schedule after today. The Trojans go to Taylor County tomorrow night. Showing on the schedule 6:45. Is that right?
Yeah, it'd probably be 5:45 our time.
5:45 and 6:45 on the schedule. So they're on Eastern time up there.
Yep.
And then the game at South Warren on Thursday will be a 5:30 start.
Yeah, and then they had a doubleheader scheduled with Muhlenberg.
They canceled that because you got to turn right around and play Sunday.
That's going to put playing doubleheader games and puts a lot of pressure on your arms because you can you're going to have several guys that have to pitch a doubleheader game. So
right.
Yep.
Cameron Crawford to the mound today for the Trojans. And looking at his stats on the season, his ERA is 2.08. He's 6-0 on the year. He has struck out 35 batters and walked just 3, according to the stat sheet. He has given up 17 runs, 11 of those earned, and 47 hits on the season and 37 innings of pitching. This is his 8th start of the season for Coach J.R. Estes.
Well, what I like about Cam, he does a good job of keeping the ball down. Very rarely do you see the ball get up. Gets a lot of ground ball outs, which is what you want for a pitcher. Mm-hmm. So he's usually got good command and around the plate, and wouldn't be surprised maybe if either him or who is it, Skylar Potter,
yeah,
may be the opening day or the starter, in the first game of the district.
Sunday, yeah, Potter's ERA is 1.45. That's pretty good.
Well, it's pretty good to have two arms. If you can win the first game and have another good starter to start the second game of the district, the championship game, that's a lot of teams don't have that.
That's true.
They'll throw their stud first game
just
so they can get in.
Bowling Green bats .321 as a team, and Evan Shallard, he's one of the seniors for the Purples with a batting average of .436. Left-handed hitter. Here's the pitch from Crawford, and the first one is dealt a strike.
Good pitch on the outside part of the plate. That's probably where you need to stay.
Yeah, Shallard has not hit a home run this year. They've only hit 5 as a team.
Yeah, that's pretty low for a Bowling Green team.
Popped up towards center field. Coming over to make the catch is Sutton Hyde, and there's one away for the Purples here in the top of the first inning. Got a lot of seniors on this Bowling Green team. I think they have 9 total, and I believe 7 of those start today. Just kind of like Barren County. Very senior-dominated team.
Yeah, Bowling Green just reload. We talked about that earlier before we went on there. They just reload.
Drew Eisenberg is another senior for the Purples, and his batting average is .436, the same as Shallard. Pitch from Crawford's a strike. He's hit 1 home run this year, 23 RBIs, 41 hits on the season. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Crawford. And
Outfield's kind of shaded. He's a lefty, so they're kind of shading that way.
Right.
Sutton's in kind of shifting toward right center and kind of moved Jordan Harris off the line just a little bit.
Nice pitch from Crawford. That'll make it 1 ball, 2 strikes to Eisenberg. I guess he's probably the son of the coach, maybe. Nathan Eisenberg.
Yeah, that's
Does
probably
that sound about right.
If
not,
that sounds like a good call to me.
Yep. That one's popped up to the right, and it may be out of play. Foul out of play.
Out of play.
Looked like Coffey was coming over there to see if he could make the play, but it's too far to the right.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Drew Eisenberg.
Crawford Jr. for the Trojans. Here's the 1-2 pitch coming from Crawford, and that one's going out to right field. High fly ball, and that is going to be caught.
Axel Dyson.
Wow. Axel making the catch over there, coming from the right field position, and there's 2 down for the Purples here in the top half of the first.
I said that Cam Crawford does a good job of getting ground ball outs, and they've hit 2 fly balls.
Landon Gilbert up next for the Purples, the third baseman.
Yeah, they got 3 lefties in a row.
Yeah, and Gilbert's a junior for the Purples, batting .356 on the year with 24 RBIs, 6 doubles, 2 triples on the year.
Well, you can never have enough left-handed sticks, and you can't never have enough left-handed pitching.
Nice pitch from Crawford. Strike 1 there to Gilbert.
Nice little breaking ball there.
Man, this one swing and a miss. Nice pitch.
Off speed, looked like a change up. It got him 0-2.
Crawford for the delivery. How about that? He reached out to swing at that one.
Yeah.
And that will end the inning for the Purples. So 3 up, 3 down for Bowling Green. We'll go to the bottom of the first. The Trojans coming up to bat next. We'll take a 1-minute break here on WCLU Burgundy 104.7 FM.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales on the corner of West Main and Reynolds Road in Glasgow.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa Cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Barren. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more.
Trojans coming up to bat with J.P. Hyde, Jackson Reese, and Sutton Hyde to start it off.
Yeah, Bowling Green goes 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first. For no runs on no hits, no Barren County errors. 1 strikeout for Cameron Crawford.
Eli Crees on the mound today, a senior for the Purples. He has an ERA of 3.00.
Eli is just watching him. This, if you can't, it's like in the old days they used to call them the sidearm pitchers, but the correct baseball term is a low 3/4. So don't see that a lot anymore, but it's real effective just from where the angle of the ball's coming from. You know, most time pitchers, they're throwing it what they call the high 3/4, where it's up just a little bit. So it may take Barren a minute or two to pick up the location because it looks like his arm's about touching the ground. You like guys like that. That's the kind of pitchers you'd like to have. They get a lot of run. The fastballs will run into the right-hand hitters and run away from the left-hand hitters.
And that first pitch is low for ball 1 to J.P. Hyde. Crees is 3-1 on the year. He has struck out 11 hitters. He's walked 7, given up 8 runs, all earned, and 18 hits. And that one, ooh, man, that's a direct line drive shot.
Yeah, he about scattered the dugout in there.
That was to the coach, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He's standing in a bad spot.
Yeah, you don't think with a right-hand hitter, you think you're in a pretty good spot, but you're not.
1-1 pitch, and it's low. 2-1 to J.P. Hyde. J.P. Hyde batting .400 on the year. The Trojans just under .300 as a team at .299. Hyde's hit 1 home run this year, 28 hits on the season. There's the pitch from Crees. Swung on, 2-2 the count.
Yep. 2-2 count to JP. He's got to put it in play.
Pitch from Crees.
And he did.
Off the glove right into center field. JP Hyde with the leadoff single for the Trojans here. Bring it up, Jackson Reese.
I think most of the games that we've done this year, Jackson, he's got a pretty good batting average. But he walks a lot. I'm not sure we've seen. I think he's walked every time that we've done a game, it seems like.
He's walked 8 times this year, so we've done, this is what, our 6th?
Well, he walked 3 times. Games? He walked 3 times, I think. I can't remember who.
In one game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where they mounted up. He bats .400, though. Here's the pitch from Crees. He looked like he was going to bunt that one.
Yeah, got it squared around.
Reese still has not hit a home run. We'd like to see him hit one. His senior season here. 16 RBIs, 34 hits on the year for Jackson Reese.
Yeah, perfect number 2 guys, a contact guy, doesn't strike out a lot. You know, puts the ball in play. That's a perfect 2-hole hitter. That's what you're looking for. Also a guy that can handle the bat. They can put the bunt down for the sacrifice if you need to.
JP hides at first. He's 11 of 13 on stolen bases. And here's Kreese with the pitch.
Oh, he hit him.
Hit Reese. He's been throwing a lot of inside pitches, and that one got Jackson Reese. I was looking to see, that's only the 5th time this year that Jackson's been hit by a pitch, but you look at Kreese, he has thrown, let's see, I don't have the stat on that particular one, but anyway, it's going to bring up Sutton Hyde, the hitter for the Trojans.
Yeah, Barrington's got the first 2 guys on. Got a runner in scoring position.
No outs. Yep. Sutton Hyde batting .341 of the year. He's hit 5 home runs for the Trojans.
Big, strong kid. When he squares it up, he sends it somewhere.
22 RBIs. Pitch from Kreese. It's going to be fouled back.
Pitch was on the outer half. That's usually one if you're going to swing at. Try to let that and get a little bit deeper. Try to send that into the right center field gap.
Kreese fires, and that pitch is going to be low.
Yeah, most of his pitches that have been, he keeps the ball down. He hasn't gotten anything up yet. He's bounced quite a few in the dirt already.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 Trojan runners, second and first. Pitch from Kreese. Out toward the shortstop. He'll throw to third for the out as JP out at third. That's the first out of the inning for the Trojans.
Yeah, that must have almost sounded like he hit off the end of the bat or off the handle
it had some
one.
spin to it,
It didn't
really go much distance on that one.
Didn't square that one up.
Brings up Gavin Coffey. Coffey, the first baseman for the Trojans this afternoon.
Another pretty good hitter for the Trojans.
Pitch from Kreese. That's down Broadway for strike 1. Again, Bowling Green has Grayson Newman in left field, Drew Eisenberg in center field, Hudson Nottmeyer in right field, Luke Eilitz at second, Logan Johnson at first, Evan Schallert's the shortstop, Landon Gilbert is the third baseman. And runners are going to go. On that pitch, it's 0-2 now. Harrison Yates is behind the plate.
Good read by Jackson Reese to steal that base. I don't know if that was a called play or if that's one that the runners just get to kind of go on their own. There's certain guys that you can do that with that are good base runners.
Reese is 8 for 8 on stolen bases. That pitch is outside, 1-2.
Barron's got runners on second and third with 1 out.
Yep.
Need to put this one in the green somewhere.
Yeah, Sutton Hyde 13 of 14 on stolen bases, so he's
infield's in for Bowling Green. They're kind of halfway. They're not all the way at the cut. They're kind of back just a little bit.
Coffey tips this one off for a foul. 1 out for the Trojans here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, we get a ball and 2 strikes. You got to put this in play here. Don't need a strikeout.
And Kreese inside. 2-2 to Gavin Coffey. Jackson Reese at third. Sutton Hyde's at second. There's 1 out. And the pitch to Coffey.
That's
Grounds
it.
Towards second.
It's going to be a play at the plate.
Home and
he dropped it.
He dropped the ball. He dropped the ball. What are they going to call?
Yeah, we called him safe.
All right, well, good. Because he called him out there at first, and that's not the right call.
Well, sometimes when you got catcher blocking it, you can't see it.
Yep.
RBI for Gavin Coffey.
Yep, Yates dropped the ball there, and Trojans get on the board first. It's 1-0, Barren County, with Axel Dysome. Runners on the corners. Here's the pitch from Kreese. Gets away from the catcher. Yates. Wow.
Yeah, Sutton had his, when you take your secondary lead off third, you kind of want your weight to be shifted toward home plate for a pass ball. And I was looking at Sutton, and he had his weight leaned back toward third, so Diddle didn't have a chance to score on that one. But Coffey did move up to second.
Yep. 1-0 from Kreese. The pitch high and inside. 2-0 to Axel Dyson.
Yeah, Kreese really hasn't thrown a lot of strikes here in the first for Bowling Green.
Yeah, this is going to be his 20th pitch. And that one in there for a strikes, 2-1. I assume the softball game has started between Barren and Allen, so hopefully we'll get an update on that here shortly. Way outside. 3-1 to Dyson.
Yeah, it should be looking fastball right here at this count.
Pitch from Kreese. And Axel swings to make it a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out.
Yeah, he looked like he was trying to hit that one into the woods. His head and shoulders pulled off. You got to keep your head and shoulders quiet here. Can't see it if your head's at.
Here's the pitch.
Strike 3.
Got the outside corner. Second out of the inning for the Trojans, and it will bring up Cameron Crawford now. Pitcher for Barren.
I don't think we've seen Cameron hit. I don't think we've seen him.
No, he bats 111. This is only the 11th game he's actually batted in.
Okay, we've seen him pitch a lot, but usually got the DH. But with JoJo Myers being on the PUP list, gets his chance to hit today. Counts 1-0.
Crawford has 1 RBI this season. Pitch from Kreese. Fouled it off. Trojans have a 1-0 lead here over Bowling Green, bottom half of the first, with 2 runners on. Kreese with a 1-1 pitch.
Outside.
2-1. Well, the rain has held off, which is good.
Yeah, it sprinkled on me today when I was out here mowing the field, and I thought, I'm just going to keep on going, and it didn't do much.
Yeah. Whoop, time call.
Oh, they called the balk.
So we'll have another run score here as Sutton Hyde will come in to make it a 2-0 Barren County lead.
I didn't see
it,
what he did, but
if you're watching on the live stream, we got the replay set, so you could probably see it on the live stream.
He must have moved a little bit. I didn't see what he did. Sometimes you don't. He may have not have come set. You got to come set. Once you get on the hill, you got to be still. So he must have done something.
Kreese with a 2-1 pitch. It's outside, 3-1. Gavin Coffey's at third. 2 outs. Barren leads 2-0. Bottom of the first inning. And the pitch. Fouled it off at the plate. Yeah, we got a full count with 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the pitch. Fouled off again by Crawford.
Good at bat.
Hard to believe it's the last week of the regular season. Taylor County on the road tomorrow. South Warren on Thursday. District tournament Sunday at Glasgow.
Yeah, Tom, it just it don't stop, does it? It gets away quick.
Yeah. And Crawford strikes out with a swing, and that will end the inning. But the Trojans get 2 on the board. We played 1. It's Barren County 2, Bowling Green 0. We'll be back in 1 minute. This is Trojan Baseball, brought to you by Don Franklin Auto on WCLU Burgundy 104.7 FM.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that Farmers RECC honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always. Farmers RECC is a Touchstone Energy cooperative, your source for power and information.
Are you looking for high-quality, cost-effective, and highly visible advertising? At ATM Media Solutions, we offer large-scale marketing with ease. We have 4 LED billboard locations: Highland Pharmacy in Sonic, the intersection of 31E and Trojan Trail, Highway 90 East, Burkesville Road, and our newest location in front of Gondolier. Call 270-629-4542 to get a quote today. ATM Media Solutions. Advertise with ease.
For the Purples, 4-5-6 as the top 3 went down in the top half of the first inning.
Yep, for Barren County in the bottom of the first, they scored 2 runs on 1 hit. The second run was courtesy of a balk, which we'll take. And then Gavin Coffey drove in a run on a fielder's choice to give Barren County the 2-0 lead, going to the top of the second.
This will be only the 7th at-bat this season for Eli Crease. How about that? According to the stat sheet, if it's correct.
Yeah, and he's your 4-hole hitter.
This is the 7th game he's batted in this season. And he's had 3 hits.
And Crawford only threw 10 pitches there in the first inning, so keeping the pitch count low. I think Crease threw somewhere around 30, if I'm not mistaken.
Crease, another senior on this Bowling Green purple baseball team. Pitch from Crawford. Misses outside.
Yeah, he started that one out over the plate on a curveball and kind of missed his mark.
Curved off the corner. Crawford with a 1-0. Oh, it strikes the batter, Crease. So he'll make his way to first.
That'll bring up Grayson Newman, the left fielder for Bowling Green.
And Newman batting .298. He's hit 2 home runs this year, 29 RBIs.
Bowling Green's got a courtesy runner in for Crease, number 1, James Yarborough.
Okay. James Yarborough.
I wonder if he's kin to Kale.
I don't know.
The NASCAR driver.
Yeah.
Probably nobody know who Kale Yarborough is, except me and you.
Pitch is outside by Crawford. Grayson Newman, another senior for the Purples. Again, they've got 9 seniors. Barren County has 8. Throw back to first. Runner is back. Again, Bowling Green, as a team, bats .321. They've hit 5 home runs this year. Another throw back to first.
Yeah, some of these pickoff moves, these guys can be pretty sneaky. They'll kind of keep an eye on you. If you're just kind of sewn or off the bag a little bit, they'll nail you.
Yarborough is 12 of 14 on stolen bases, and there he goes again.
So they had the hit and run going.
Yep. That pitch was fouled off by Grayson Newman.
Normally, Bowling Green is a small ball team. Normally, they like to steal bases. They bunt a lot. So if we see them on the bag, it's probably a sure thing that they're probably going to be going quite a bit.
Yep. 1-1 pitch coming from Crawford. And that's popped up high toward right center. And back there to get it is Axel. First out of the inning for Bowling Green. As I mentioned in the pregame, Bowling Green defeated Russell County on Saturday in 9 innings, 8-3.
Wow.
Defeated Warren East yesterday. It was a close one as they beat the Raiders 8-7.
Another lefty for Bowling Green. They've got 4 hitters so far out of 6 that are on the left side.
Harrison Yates, who's the catcher for the Purples, a throw back to first. Get Yarborough off kilter there. Mentioned Yarborough, 12 of 14 on stolen bases. Harrison Yates, he bats .234, 15 hits, 13 RBIs. Fouled back.
I'll keep looking up at our Eagles' nest. I saw them there today. They were chirping around, flying around. They're still there.
Yeah.
That's good. They get a bird's eye view, no pun intended, of the baseball game. They got the best seat in the house, actually.
They really do.
Until somebody hits one up right there. I don't know if it'd take a pretty good shot to hit one that high and get it out.
Yeah. Another pitch by Crawford's foul back. Kind of wonder why they picked that light pole and not the one that's closer to the street.
You know, that's I might have to crawl up there and ask them. See what they got to say if I don't get my eyes clawed out before I get up there.
A couple of light bulbs around.
Yeah, it's like, hey, get up there and change the lights. I'm like, nope, no sir.
Counts 0-2. Harrison Yates.
They must have got their nest all good and tight now because they haven't been throwing out any sticks out of the ballpark like I was back earlier.
Well, pitch from Crawford. Outside, 1-2.
It's a good pitch.
Barren County leads it 2-0 here, top half of the second inning. Crawford about to deliver his 19th pitch in this game.
Yarborough's going.
Yep,
they had the call.
There goes Kenny with a throw. Did he get him? Yes.
Yep.
The throw to J.P. Hyde from Aiden Kenny gets Yarborough out at second, and there's one down.
Well, it was good. Barren must knows Bowling Green's signs because they had the pitch out on that one. That was a good throw. Good call by the coaching staff for Barren County.
Yep. So now Yarborough is 12 of 15 on stolen bases. Pitch high and away. Full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on base right now. Yates is the batter, and here's the pitch.
Right.
I thought that looked good.
Ooh, me.
Wow.
Huh.
I really thought that one was in there. So Yates will head down to first.
Wow. It must have been low. That's the only thing I can see because the location was really good.
That's only Crawford's 4th walk of the year.
So Drew Jones is courtesy. Andrew Jones is he played for the Braves. Andrew Jones. They're getting him out of the major leagues now.
Andrew Jones. I think
spelled different.
Yeah, Andrew.
Yeah, his Andrew was. Yep. It's like, hey, they're getting the. I think they got.
Crawford fires.
They got Tom Glavin down there and warming up in the bullpen.
Luke Idlet is the hitter for the Purples. Idlet was on the state champion or runner-up team for Bowling Green Purples basketball this year. He bats .271. One of the top 3-point shooters in the state of Kentucky, I think it was on the stat sheet.
Is he a senior too?
He's a senior, yep. Another senior. Fouls this one directly back. .271 batting average, 13 hits on the year, 8 RBIs.
I'll tell you what, just looking around at the skies, man, if it looks like back, rain, but
that's south, right?
Yeah,
south.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's supposed to do anything, though. I just said the softball team is back. They must have got rained out again.
That's not good. Here's a ground ball to short. and JP throws to second for the out, and that will do it for the Purples. So we played 1.5. It's Barren County 2 and Bowling Green nothing. Back in 1 minute. This is Trojan Baseball brought to you by Don Franklin Auto at WCLU Burgundy 104.7 FM.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
103.7 WHHT plays country's hottest hits from today's country artists. Like,
hey, what's up? It's Morgan Wallen.
Hey, it's Lainey Wilson.
Luke Combs here.
great country that you can listen to longer with local community information that you need on 103.7 WHHT.
Keeney, followed by Bryce Thompson and then Jordan Harris.
Yep, for Bowling Green in the top of the second, they scored no runs on no hits, no Barren County errors. 2-0 Trojans to go into the bottom of the second.
And we see the softball team coming off the bus, so I guess their game with Allen County rained out for this afternoon. They'll have to make that up sometime. It's a district game. I'm not sure how late in the week they can reschedule district games with a tournament starting on Monday for softball. We'll see if we can find out something from Coach Myatt. 1-0 pitch. Oh. That one strikes Aiden Keeney, and he'll head down to first.
That's the second hit batsman for Crease today. Courtesy running for Aiden is Jackson Vincent.
Jackson Vincent, so.
Sophomore.
Yep.
Pretty quick.
Uh-huh.
Don't be surprised if you don't see him go here at some point.
Yep. 10 of 11 on stolen bases for Jax Vincent.
Bryce Thompson, the freshman, third baseman for Barren County. Pretty good player.
Yeah. Bryce Thompson bunts it
Good
down.
bunt.
Nice
That's
bunt.
perfect.
And a throw to first is in time. That will advance Vincent on to second. First out of the inning for the Trojans here in the bottom half of the second inning.
That was a heck of a bunt right there. It was a good job. Bring up Jordan Harris, left fielder for Barren County. Heck of a 9-hole hitter.
Yep.
He's almost just like another leadoff.
Jordan Harris batting .296.
And that's
Rounds
what
it
you
towards
do.
second and scooped up throw to first. In time, two away, and that will advance Vincent onto third. And now we go back to the top of the order for the Trojans with J.P. Hyde.
Got JP's 1 for 1. Got a single back in the first inning.
Looks like Grease at 34 in his pitch count.
Barren County with another runner in scoring position.
See what JP can do here. Here's the pitch from Crease. He fouls this one off.
I like guys that are aggressive at the plate. First pitch, come in there. If it's a fastball, hammer it. A lot of times that could be the best pitch you'll see at in the at-bat.
Yep. That pitch is down. It's 1-1. Anything showing up on the radar close by?
Yeah, there was a little, it said on my weather thing, about 6 o'clock it's supposed to start. I don't know exactly.
Fair ball. Third long throw to first is there in time, and that will do it for the Trojans. So that will end the inning, and we played 2. It's Barren County 2, Bowling Green nothing. Back with more Trojan baseball here in a moment on WCLU. In 1 minute on WCLU Burgundy 104.7 FM.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at donfranklinauto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
When we opened the Hive, we always knew that we wanted to have our internet service provided by EPB. As a business owner, it's so important to us that we have reliable internet service. We have a huge customer base that works remotely here, and we need to be able to connect our register systems online. It's really assuring to know that if we have any technical difficulties or issues that we can call EPB, and the customer service is just so personal. From our home services to our brick and mortar, they really take care of us.
We'll lead off with Hudson Notmeyer, followed by Markel Yates, and then back to the top with Evan Schallert.
Yep, for Barren County in the bottom of the second, they scored no runs on no hits, no Bowling Green errors. Still 2-0 Trojans.
We will try and find out when they may reschedule that Barren-Allen softball game, since Barren has a game with Nelson County tomorrow at home, but they may cancel that and try to get that Allen County game in tomorrow. We'll try to find out from Coach Myatt here. Crawford with a pitch.
Good
Yeah,
pitch,
nice
on, the
pitch
outer,
on that one.
On the outer part
Yeah.
of the plate. Cameron looking pretty sharp here early.
Hudson Notmeyer. That one's going to go out to right field, and it may be.
what a
What a
play.
nice catch made by Gavin Coffey. Over the shoulder catch.
Yeah, it's like one of them catching a touchdown pass over
yeah.
your shoulder. That's a good, nice play.
One down for the Purples.
Bring up Markel Yates, the DH.
Markel Yates. They've got Harrison Yates and Markel Yates. Another senior batting .323. Crawford with a pitch. That one looked good all the way.
Yeah, doing a good job of getting ahead in the count.
Yates, 10 hits this year on the season for the Purples. Ooh, whoa.
Oh, he hit him.
Barely got him. Brushed him a little bit there, so he'll head down to first. And that will go back to the top of the order now with Evan Schallert.
Yep, that's the second hit batter by Cameron Crawford. 2 for 2. Well, they've hit 2 and we've hit 2.
Yep.
Hadn't seen anybody come storming toward the pitcher's mound yet, so that's a good thing. So they don't watch these big league guys. These big league guys, they act like they're ready to fight the world. Of course, it's a little different when the guy's throwing at 100.
That's true.
Or over.
Yeah. Yeah, that pitch got the inside corner.
Schallert.
Nice one there from Crawford.
0 for 1. He flied out to center field back in the first.
Mentioned Schallert's batting average of .436 entering today's game. 12 RBIs. And a throw back to first to get Yates.
Yates looks like a speed guy to me.
Well,
he looks like somebody that can run pretty good.
Yeah, he's 8 of 9 on stolen bases this year. Crawford with the 0-1. Up for ball one.
It's a good evening to play baseball.
Yeah.
It's nice, kind of cool out.
Considering what we went through, Thursday with Russell County?
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah. The baseball game turned into a big slip and slide after the guys had a good
splash.
You know what? You got to have some fun, man.
Oh, yeah. They were having fun.
Oh, they were having a ball. Yeah. They were having a ball.
Coming down the hill, sliding down and into the water.
Yeah. Life's too short not to have fun.
That's true.
Can't take yourself too serious.
Nope. 2-1 pitch. High fly ball out to right.
It's Axel
And
Dyson.
Axel is there and waits for it and makes the catch. He'll throw back to first, and Yates gets back in time. So there's 2 down for the Purples here in the top of the third.
Bring up Drew Eisenberg. He flew out to right field his first at bat.
Eisenberg and Schallert both hit .436 on the year. Top 2 batters. Another lefty. Crawford fires, and that one's up for ball 1. He's at pitch count 33.
Yeah, it's one of the few hitters that Cameron hasn't been able to get ahead of early.
Yates leading off first there, and here's the pitch, and that is going to be fouled back by Eisenberg. Bowling Green with 2 outs here, top of the third. Barren County scored 2 runs in the first with a 2-0 lead right now. Crawford, 1-1. Pops this one up, and it will be out of play. Crash.
Somebody's car.
I'm not parked that close.
I don't know. Everybody's no, I think it hit the bleachers.
I park up at the end zone. I don't go.
Yeah, that's where I park at. Huh?
No, I don't want to.
Oh, it hit the grill. Hit the most important
Did it
thing
really?
that's in the ballpark.
That was a pretty good crash there, but I thought it may have hit the bleachers or something. Hit the grill.
You can't be hitting the grill, man. That's the most important thing.
Had them hamburgers going earlier.
That's right. Yeah, it smelled good.
Yates is headed out that way towards second and couldn't make the diving move for it, and that was Jackson Reese. Yates will head on over the third and slide in, and looks like he is safe at third.
First hit given up by Crawford today.
And Landon Gilbert.
Yeah, he struck out first inning, 0 for 1. Runners on the corner for the Purples with 2 outs.
Yeah. Gilbert batting .356, 24 RBIs. He's second in that category. Crawford fires, and that one is inside.
Not a bad pitch, first pitch. Little curveball on the inner half, it's just inside, but it was a good pitch.
Yates is at third, Eisenberg at first. This pitch is fouled back by Gilbert. Barren County beat the Purples 9-6 the first game of the season.
Yeah, over the last 3 or 4 years, Barron's had a pretty good record against Bowling Green.
Mm-hmm.
They've beaten them, I think, at least once. I don't know if we've ever swept them, but we've split with them the past 3 or 4 seasons.
Mm-hmm. And Bowling Green, if you go back to 2000, they lead the series 17-10.
Yeah, they're just
it's not too bad.
Not
really.
too bad. Just a great tradition. Bowling Green's been a baseball school for 60 years, probably 70 years. They've just always reload.
Gilbert swings and misses on that pitch. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs for Bowling Green. Got Yates at third, Eisenberg at first. Pitch from Crawford. It's going to go, and it's going to drop. And that will be a run score for Bowling Green as Yates comes in to make it a 2-1 ball game.
Back-to-back singles by Eisenberg and Landon Gilbert.
Yep, going to bring up the pitcher now, Eli Crees.
He was hit his first time up. 1 run scored for Bowling Green in the top of the third.
And
Need to kind of put an end to this.
Talked about he's only hit in 6 games this year coming in. Strike delivered by Crawford. Crawford with pitch number 42. They lay down a bunt, and it's
perfect.
Yep, sure is. And that's going to load up the bases for Bowling Green on that bunt by Eli Crees. And brings up Grayson Newman.
Put that in a perfect place.
Yep. Just to the left, about 15 feet out. And now we have a timeout here.
Yep, Coach Estes is going to come out and talk to Cameron and the squad a little bit.
We got somebody warming up down there. Who is that?
I don't see anybody.
Somebody was there for a second, and they were coming.
Skylar Potter.
Okay.
3 hits in a row for Bowling Green. Loads the bases. Brings up Grayson Newman. He flied out to right his first time up.
Newman batting .298. 28 hits, 29 RBIs, 2 home runs. Newman, another senior.
He looks like a football guy. He just looks like he'd be one of.
I don't know if he. Well, of course, we didn't play them in football
Coach Lindsey's football. We play him next year, though.
We do.
Right?
They're back in the district next year. We go back to 5A. We go to Bowling Green too for football. Pitches outside for ball 1. Crawford out to right field. It's going to, I don't know, couldn't tell. It was behind the dugout.
Well, he dropped it.
I thought he was going to make the catch. He got close.
Oh, he did catch it.
Okay.
He did catch it.
Wow.
Nice play.
What a play. With the bases loaded. That ends the inning for Bowling Green. They score 1. Trojans 2. It's Bowling Green 1 after 2.5. Back in 1 minute on WCLU Burgundy, 104.7 FM.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Cold weather. Little Sanford and Son going on.
Yeah, that's a funny
I always liked that TV show.
Always like that. You know what, Sanford and Son, when I got home from school back in the 70s, I think it was already off the air, but it was on TV every afternoon when I got home from school.
Yeah.
I think it was on Channel 5. Of course, like I said, we only had like three
channels. Yeah.
4 maybe if it rained. Like on a day like today, you might get to see Channel 2.
With rabbit ear antenna.
Yeah. Had to go out and turn the antenna. I used to shimmy up. My mom and dad would go to work, and I was one of these little latchkey kids. Stayed home in the summertime. I'd get bored. I'd shimmy up the antenna pole and just sit on the roof. To make your own fun, you know.
Yeah.
Wasn't nobody to tell me to get down. So
here's Jackson Reese. Counts 1-0.
Jackson Reese was hit by a pitch. His first at bat, scored a run in the first inning.
And that one right to the pitcher. Crees, easy throw to first for the first out of the inning. Brings up Sutton Hyde for the Trojans.
Sutton reached on a fielder's choice back in the first inning, scored a run. He's 0 for 1 on the day.
Yeah, and I think Sanford and Son's still on. Is it on Me TV
I'm
or
sure it's on
TV Land or something?
I'm sure it's on somewhere.
Yeah. Pitch from Crees.
If I ain't mistaken, I think back in those days you'd had Sanford and Son, and then after that it was the Carol Burnett show.
I believe you're probably right.
That was
I remember watching Carol Burnett quite a bit too after Sanford and Son went off. Strike delivered by Crees, evens the count to Sutton Hyde.
And Bonanza was always on.
Well, how much Bonanza do you watch during the day?
I didn't watch Bonanza. I was a Gunsmoke guy.
Oh, yeah, I'm more Gunsmoke than Bonanza.
I was a Festus Hagen kind of guy. He's kind of more my speed. He rode a mule.
Yeah, what was their name?
The mule's name?
Yeah, remember?
I have no idea.
Watched a lot of Gunsmoke.
yeah, I didn't
all
watch
those
Bonanza
westerns
much.
coming on the INSP channel. Pitch is outside. It's 2-2. Sutton Hyde. Yeah, Gunsmoke's probably my favorite of all. Wagon Train, Bonanza.
Yeah, I never did watch any of them.
Some of the older, like Rifleman. Fouled off.
Yeah, used to go to my grandmother's and my grandfather's house after church. That we always went there every Sunday after church to eat. And they'd always have the Lone Ranger.
Oh, Lone Ranger and Tonto, yeah.
Yeah, the Lone Ranger was
Hi-ho,
always
Silver.
on, yeah.
Ruth. That's right.
Ruth.
That's, yeah. It is Ruth, yeah.
We've actually run out of things to talk about, y'all. Talk about Festus's mule.
And Crees strikes out Sutton Hyde, so there's 2 down for the Trojans here in the bottom half of the third, and it will bring up now Gavin Coffey.
Gavin reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning, actually drove in a run.
I guess the Lone Ranger is still on TV, too.
It is. It's
one
on.
of the channels.
I know it's on Grit.
Yeah,
TV.
that's right. Got Grit Channel, too.
Yeah, and Zorro, and I don't know what else is on there.
Coffey fouled that one back. 0-1 pitch from Crees.
That's a rip.
Line drive out to left. Yeah. Nice base hit for Gavin Coffey. And that'll bring up Axel Dysom.
Axel struck out in the first inning. He's 0 for 1 on the day.
Crees now at pitch count 47. Here in the bottom half of the third inning. Barren County leading 2-1 over the Purples. Pitch from Crees.
Oh,
nice hit. Got by the third baseman on left field. Coffey will hit a second. Base hit for Axel Dysom.
Well, put something together here after got the first 2 outs with back-to-back hits by Gavin Coffey and Axel Dysom.
Yeah, that was his 25th hit of the year.
It'll bring up Cameron Crawford. Cameron struck out in the first inning. He's 0 for 1.
2 outs with Trojan runners at first and second here. Coffey's at second. Axel Dysom at first. See what Crawford can do here. Pitch from Crees.
Low. Ball 1.
Crawford with just 2 hits on the year, 1 RBI. Time called as Coach Nathan Eisenberg heads out to the mound.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's already at the end of the season. It seems like it's gone really fast.
Starts in mid-March, ends in end of May.
Actually, it never stops. These
you
guys
play every day.
These guys will be gone for the summer, and then probably around late August, 1st September, they'll be back at it for practice, and everything's year-round now.
Yeah. Tomorrow, the Trojans are slated to go to Taylor County, and then Thursday at South Warren. Again, the district tournament starts Sunday. Barren County will play Allen County Scottsville at 5 o'clock.
They just go from one ranked team, Bowling Green today, to another ranked team, Taylor County tomorrow.
And South Warren. I mean, that's 2 good ones to end the season with.
3 good ones to end the season with.
Crees fires, and it's swung on by Crawford. Yeah, 5 o'clock Sunday, Trojans and the Patriots, 4:45 with the broadcast here at WCLU 104.7 FM.
At Glasgow, right?
At Glasgow.
That's Richardson Field.
Yep, Sam Royce Field, Richardson Stadium, the new Richardson Stadium. Not like the old Richardson Stadium.
No, it's a little different.
Yeah.
It's a little different over there.
2 balls and a strike to Crawford.
I don't know when that backstop was built. I'd say in the 50s. It was
if
there a
not
long
before
time.
then.
It's there.
Yep.
It was there.
Wooden
ever
stadium.
since I could remember.
It was nice. And that ball in the dirt of the pitch, 3-1.
Yep.
And then Glasgow will play Warren East on Monday at 5:30. Joe Myers will have that game over on WCLU Blue, 103.1.
And Warren East beat them twice in the regular season, correct?
Yeah.
One of them was pretty close, though, I think.
Yeah. Was it 4-3 or something like that? I'd have to check the schedule. Got a full count here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Trojan runners at second and first. Gray's getting the signal from his catcher, Yates. He's going to spin around and
need to put this one in play here. Nothing above the hands here. Anything close, got to be swinging.
Yep. There's the pitch, and
Good take.
Misses the outside corner. So now the bases are loaded, and it will bring up Aiden Keeney.
Hayden was hit his first time up. Got bases loaded. All on 2 outs. Ducks on the pond, as they say.
Keeney had an RBI against Bowling Green in the earlier game this year.
Need another one right here.
He was 1 for 2 in that game. Grease did not pitch in that game for Bowling Green. Outside on the pitch. They had Landon Gilbert, Grayson Newman, and Grayson Rogers that pitched in that first game against the Trojans. Crawford was the pitcher.
Bowling Green doesn't have anybody warming up in the bullpen at this time, so they're going to ride Crease here a little longer.
Suttonhide started that game against Bowling Green on the mound, and then that was followed by Colton Wilson and Cameron Crawford. Actually, Wilson started that game against Bowling Green.
Here's the windup. Here's the pitch.
There goes Crease.
That's it.
He's going to drop.
Nope.
Nope. He's going to come in and make the catch.
Yep.
That's a diving catch by Hudson Notmeyer coming from the right field position, and that ends the inning for the Trojans.
Thought that one was going.
Yep.
I thought that was
going to
getting
drop.
down.
Yep. So we have played 3. It's Barren County 2, Bowling Green 1. Back in 1 minute on WCLU 104.7 FM.
Means you've got some things to take care of, like heat to keep you warm and comfortable. Put it on your list of things to do. A call to Southern States Glasgow to fill your propane tank. Southern States is one of the top suppliers of propane gas in the country, and your Southern States in Glasgow is the local, smart, reliable source for all your propane needs. Safe, clean-burning propane gas is the premier energy source for heating and appliances. Call 651-6167 and 651-2159.
And we are now on 120 Cross Street, just off 31E South.
Just past the railroad tracks.
Reliable internet and great customer service, 2 things you'd like to have? I'm talking local service and quick response when my internet is out, which never happens, by the way. That's exactly the type of customer service you get from an awesome internet provider like SCRTC. Not only do they provide gig speed and superior Wi-Fi solutions, SCRTC backs it up with phenomenal customer service. That is true value in an internet provider. Go to scrtc.com and get yours with an unmatched service guarantee.
Ajay?
Yeah, Barren in the bottom of the 3rd, they scored no runs on 2 hits, no Bowling Green errors. Barron's up 2-1 going into the top of the 4th.
It's Harrison Yates, Luke Eidlett, and Hudson Notmeyer for the Purples, the 6, 7, 8 hitters. Still waiting to see if they're going to reschedule that Barren Allen softball game tomorrow. If they do, the game with Nelson County will be canceled, and that was a game we were going to broadcast tomorrow, so we'll hopefully find out something before we leave here tonight. Harrison Yates, catcher for the Purples.
Yep, he drew a walk his first at bat.
That earlier game against the Trojans, he was 2 for 3. Here's Crawford with a pitch.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that don't look good. Axel going back. Wow. Well, just barely got over the fence. And that'll be a solo home run for Harrison Yates. That is, looking at his stats, his first home run of the year.
Yeah, as soon as he hit that one, you could tell. It didn't go out by much,
no,
but you could tell it had.
I thought Axel had a chance
like
at it
he
there.
Hit it pretty good. Yeah,
barely got over the fence there.
Actually, looked like I thought maybe he might have caught it.
Yeah. So it ties the game at 2.
Bring up Luke Godlet. He grounded into a fielder's choice. His first at bat, he's 0 for 1.
Pitch is high for ball 1. Eilert is batting .271 coming into the game today. Popped up high in field. Waiting for the catch is the third baseman, and that is Bryce Thompson. 1 down for the Purples. Now Hudson Notmeyer for Bowling Green, right fielder.
He flew out to first baseman Gavin Coffey, who made a really nice play over against the fence behind the dugout. We actually couldn't see it as he was splashing through the mud, or the mud puddle, I should say, that's down there in right field.
Crawford with a pitch is outside. (1-0). Up on that one, 2-0. Pitch number 50. Looked like he was going to bunt that one, but it's 3-0. Again, the Trojans Sunday, 5 o'clock against the Patriots. Trojanettes will play Monday. Not sure which time and who. Glasgow hosts both the softball and baseball tournaments this year.
3-0 the count to Hudson Notmeyer.
And here's Crawford's pitch. That one looked good. 3-1 to Notmeyer. Notmeyer's a junior for the Purples. 19 hits on the year, batting at .268, and that one flied out to left, and, it's caught. Yeah, Jordan Harris almost to the fence back there making the catch.
Nice play by Jordan Harris. Had to bring up Markel Yates. He was
Yates
scored first run of the game for Bowling Green. He was hit
by a pitch. 2 down for the Purples here in the top half of the 4th. And the game is tied at 2-2. Here's a pitch from Crawford.
Just a little up.
We'll try to get that time on that Taylor County game tomorrow. It's showing 6:45 on the schedule. So surely not 7:45 Eastern.
It'd be 5. Yeah,
it'd be 5:45
Central. Our time.
I'm not sure why it's a 45, but
6:45.
So it is 6:45 Central. 6:45 Central.
Ooh.
Well,
You got a JV game after that? Just varsity game only. As I say, it's a late night.
A late night for sure.
JV and then varsity, then JV.
Ground ball getting by J.P. Hyde into left center. Base hit for Markel Yates.
It brings us back up to the top.
Yeah.
Evan Shallert, the batter. He's 0 for 2.
Yep, Shallert, third time around here for the Purples. Yeah, it's a late night when you got a game at 6:45, and then you've got to be back in school on Thursday and then go to South Warren for a 5:30 game. Not much rest.
No rest for the weary, as they say.
Crawford fires. Oh, got the inside corner.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm kind of
I've seen others call it a different
Shallard.
way.
I don't think I'd kind of give my coach a look too on that one, I believe.
It's like, are you sure? Crawford with the 0-1, runner going. That's Yates heading to second, and it gets by and goes into right field, and Yates is going to head all the way over to third. So Bowling Green with runners on the corners here in the top half of the fourth, and a 2-2 ball game and 2 outs.
And to bring up Drew Eisenberg, he's 1 for 2 on the day, and Coach Estes is going to make probably going to make a pitching change here if I'd had to make a guess.
Yep. So we will have a pitching change, and so we'll take a 1-minute timeout as Skylar Potter will come in to warm up. It's a 2-2 ball game between Barren County and Bowling Green. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout on WCLU 104.7 FM.
Home buyers and homeowners, if you're shopping for a mortgage or considering home financing, call one of Kentucky's top mortgage lenders, South Central Bank. Recognized as the area's best mortgage company, we are ready to help you walk through every step of the borrowing process. With experienced lenders and a full range of loan solutions that suit your budget, South Central Bank can make your dreams become reality. Contact us today. You can even apply online at southcentralbank.com. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638, located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
Cameron Crawford. It is 2-2, Barren County and Bowling Green. Here in the top half of the fourth inning. Looking at Crawford. Crawford pitched in the earlier game against Bowling Green. Threw 64 pitches. Gave up 4 hits, 2 runs, and both earned. Struck out 7 batters in that game as he came in for Colton Wilson. Sutton Hyde also pitched in that game as well against the Purples.
Yep, runners on the corners for the Purples. 2 outs. Drew Eisenberg, the batter. It's 1 for 2. Singled his last time up in the third.
I mentioned that was Crawford that pitched in that earlier game against Bowling Green as he took over for Colton Wilson and Sutton Hyde. So Skylar Potter, 1.45 ERA. And he's 4-2 on the season. Gave up 34 hits, 21 runs, 8 of those earned. He's walked 16 and struck out 30.
Yeah.
In 38 2/3 innings.
It's not bad.
Again, Bowling Green has runners on the corners at first and third with 2 outs. Pitch from Potter.
Just a bit outside.
Eisenberg is the hitter. Potter fires.
Good pitch on the outside part. Yep, sure did. Good pitch.
Evens it up at 1 ball, 1 strike.
Looks like the outfield's shaded just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Shifted a little bit to the right.
Wind-up pitch. Good pitch.
Oh, yeah.
Curveball. Broke late. That's a good pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Eisenberg. 41 hits on the year. He and Schaller tied for the most hits. And now we're getting to no, that's going to skip off, and runner's going to score as Yates comes in and scores. Couldn't make a play out there at second. I thought we had him. So now Bowling Green takes a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, Potter just didn't have his feet under him. Usually when you make a bad throw, it's not usually because your arm, it's because you don't move your feet. And first and third works for Bowling Green as error for Barren County puts the Purples up 3-2.
Yeah. Shallard is at second. Shallard has stolen 22 bases this year. 22 for 24. Potter with the throw. Low. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Yeah, main thing is if you're pitching in a first-third situation is just go ahead and give it up. Just throw it immediately. Try to get a run down and try to get an out.
Throw to second. And Shallard diving back. Time call. Aiden Keeney going out to talk with Skylar Potter.
Sorry, I got fussed at last week by John Butler because I was coughing on the air.
You need some cough drops?
No, I'm good.
Oh.
I'm good. He said between my popcorn eating and the coughing, he really couldn't hear anything.
Getting choked on the kernels.
Yeah, so make sure to turn my button down. Not eating any popcorn, though.
No, you haven't got any popcorn today.
Yep. 3-2 pitch here coming from Potter.
Yep. And that one is going to be fouled
away
to the left. How many pitches did Crawford have?
I'm not exactly sure.
Was it in the 40s?
Yeah, I would. 58, I think.
Okay.
58. I was thinking somewhere around 60 was what I was thinking.
Potter fires out to left field. Back there is Harris, and he'll make the catch. But 2-run score for Bowling Green in the top of the 4th, and they take a 3-2 lead over the Trojans. We'll take a 1-minute timeout, and we'll be back. It's Trojan Baseball brought to you by Don Franklin Auto at WCLU 104.7 FM.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales on the corner of West Main and Reynolds Road in Glasgow.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa Cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Barren. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more.
Bottom half of the 4th inning, Barren County trailing Bowling Green 3-2. It's Bryce Thompson, Jordan Harris, and J.P. Hyde up for Barren.
Yep, for Bowling Green in the top of the 4th inning, they scored 2 runs on 3 hits. That was capped by Harrison Yates' solo homer. Put Bowling Green up 3-2 going into the bottom of the 4th. Bryce Thompson laid down a nice sacrifice bunt in the 1st inning, so this is his first official at bat.
Batting .333. Pitches outside from Crees. He's at pitch count number 57.
Yeah, he threw a lot of pitches in the 1st. He's kind of settled down here after the 1st inning.
Thompson with 18 hits on the year.
Swinging bunt.
Yep, lays it down. Bobbled it. That was Crees having trouble picking it up, and Thompson gets to first. That'll bring up Jordan Harris.
Yep, we'll take base runners any way we can get them. That's
right.
an error on On crease, couldn't field the bunt. Brings up Jordan Harris. He grounded out to the second baseman his first time up today. He's 0 for 1.
Trojans number 1, Jackson Vincent.
Jax Vincent, a courtesy runner for the Trojans. Coming in for Price Thompson.
I'd say they'll probably re-enter Price. Could go on pinch runner.
First baseman dropped the ball, but Vincent is back. There's our friend out there.
Yeah, he's been flying around every now and then. I don't know if it's the Mr. or the Mrs., but every now and then you'll see one of them flying around.
Yeah.
I know I don't want to mess with either one of them.
No.
But they're out there circling around.
And Harris tried to put down a bunt.
Well, Harris is a good guy to bunt with. He's got a lot of speed. He can get it down here. At least get the runner to second.
Harris batting .296 coming into the game today. He's due up for a home run. Bunts it down the first base line. Scooping it up and a throw to first. Yeah, Harris almost got there.
Good bunt.
First out of the inning.
Nice job. Nice sacrifice.
That moves Vincent to second base. Back to the top of the order for the Trojans with J.P. Hyde.
Yeah, JP's 1 for 2 on the day. He singled in the first. Grounded out to third in the second. Barron's got another runner in scoring position.
JP is third at bat in this game. Greaves with a pitch. Fouls it off down the third base line. Still haven't heard anything yet about the Barren Allen softball game, if it'll be rescheduled for tomorrow. Very important game right there.
I've put out a couple texts, but I haven't heard anything.
I've not heard anything either. They may not really know for sure right now.
Yeah, they may not. That's probably a pretty good call.
Barron's supposed to host Nelson County tomorrow. That pitch delivered a strike from Crease.
Yep, JP's down 0-2.
Yeah. We're scheduled to broadcast the Nelson game tomorrow, but if they go to Allen, we won't have a broadcast. Logan County at home on Thursday for the Trojanettes. Pitch from Crease, way outside.
Yeah, I probably didn't want to get 0-2 count, didn't want to get JP anything. That was too good there.
Vincent's done a good job on stolen bases this year. He's 10 for 11. About 10 feet off the bag there at second base. Pitch is high. Well, leaving it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes to J.P. Hyde. Pitch number 65 coming here for Crease. Outside again.
Yeah, when you're hit 0-2, you definitely don't want to get to the full count. And JP's had a good at bat here.
Mm-hmm. Crease with a pitch to J.P. Hyde.
Fouled away.
To the right. Vincent's at second. There's 1 out. We're in the bottom half of the second. Trojans are trailing here 3-2. Crease with the pitch. Oh, it's going to go right to the pitcher, and then the throw to second for the double play.
Yeah, I don't know if they had the hit and run on. I wouldn't think. I think Vincent may have just been one of those took off on his own. It was just kind of one of those that kind of hit off about 3 inches above JP's hands there.
Yeah. That will end the inning for the Trojans as it is 3-2. Bowling Green leading Barren County after 4. We'll take a minute break on WCLU 104.7 FM.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that Farmers RECC honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always. Farmers RECC is a Touchstone Energy cooperative, your source for power and information.
Extreme Health Club and Extreme Fitness for Women, both with 24-hour access. And Extreme Blend Smoothie Bar to help you refuel and recover. Over 8,000 square feet of weights in Extreme Health Club and ladies only at Extreme Fitness for Women, including tanning beds, both with access to saunas, infrared saunas, and the 90-degree saline therapy pool. You'll love the wide variety of classes with experienced instructors. Personal training is available and with the best in the business. Call or stop by today and see what everybody's talking about.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children. When was your child's last checkup? Riley Dental Group is
Top of the 5th, and that'll bring up Landon Gilbert. He's 1 for 2 in the day, had an RBI single in the 3rd, struck out in the 1st.
Landon Gilbert followed by Eli Crees and Grayson Newman. 3, 4, 5 hitters.
Yep, there's the windup and the
Potter.
pitch.
Nice
little
pitch.
Breaking ball on the outside part of the plate.
Potter fires ground ball toward short, and nice handle by J.P. Hyde, and the throw to first is in time for one away with a throw over to Gavin Coffey.
That was a nice pickup. The dirt is in really good shape, but it's kind of real cut up right now with all the cleat marks. And J.P. made a nice play. Kind of took a little wicked hop, had a little spin on it, looked like.
Did a good job with it.
Crease is 1 for 1 on the day. He was hit by a pitch in the 1st inning, and he singled his last time up.
Fouls that pitch back from Skylar Potter. Grounds it toward third. Just fouls. Looking at district softball, Region 4 rankings. South Warren, Greenwood, Allen, Barren, and Warren East are the top 5.
Isn't South Warren the number 1 team in the state?
They're number 1 in the state. Greenwood's number 3 in the state.
Oh, wow.
Allen's like 19.
Wow. Yeah.
0-2 pitch from Potter.
South Warren and Greenwood, you can pretty much always count on them being good every year. And Allen County is another traditionally that's always been a really good softball program. We have too. Over the years, have always had good softball teams as well.
Trojanettes are 17-5. Potter, nice stop by Keeney. 2-2. And I mean, South Warren's 26-3. Greenwood's 29-7. Allen's 25-3. Warren East is 20-10. Wow, that's tough. And that one's popped up high toward shallow center, and it is going to be caught by Sutton Hyde.
So, if you're watching this, the rules are when the ball goes up, okay, your shortstop has dominion over everybody in the infield pretty much. The center fielder has dominion over the left fielder and the right fielder, and all the outfield guys, I guess, is that the word, dominion over the infield guys, because on pop-ups it's way easier for the outfield guys to come in than it is for infielders to go back. So you saw JP and Jackson, and they were both going out there, and then here comes Sutton would make the call. Well, they already know that that's Sutton's ball because he calls it. Center fielder pretty much
got to have some communication out there.
Yeah, you got to be able to talk, and they're the ones that the center fielders are the guys that that calls everything basically.
Grayson Newman is the batter, and it's 2 balls and a strike.
And most of the time, your pitcher makes the call. Like they'll make the call, but most of the time, it's usually your shortstop or your second baseman or the guys that'll usually make the call over that.
Mm-hmm.
We were playing a game back years ago.
Oh, somebody got hit.
And there was a pop-up in the infield. Everybody in our infield came running after it, and then they just all started looking at each other, and nobody called it. And I went, "Oh my gosh, this is going to be bad!" And they just let it drop. So you got to be able to talk. You can't play this game and not talk to one another.
That is true. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Grayson Newman, he's 0 for 2 on the day.
Pitch from Potter. Popped up foul. And Keeney trying to make the play, but
somebody in the stands called it.
Apparently that's what I heard with the applause over there.
Yeah, and made a good throw back. Got deuces across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Grayson Newman.
Potter with a pitch. Outside, full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 5th, Bowling Green leading 3-2. Ooh.
Pitch was a little up. I think he swung at ball 4 right there.
Yeah.
Fouled it off.
Yeah, the Trojans go to Taylor County tomorrow night, then South Warren on Thursday to close out the regular season before heading to the district over at Glasgow to take on the Patriots Sunday at 5. Potter. Ground ball. J.P. Hyde scoops it, throws to first. And that will end the inning for the Purples. We go to the bottom half of the 5th. It's Bowling Green 3, Barren County 2. Back in 1 minute on WCLU 104.7 FM.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children. When was your child's last checkup? Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
Get in. We're making country great again. Come on.
Whiskey River, take my mind.
Willie 94.1.
You got to have an ace in the hole.
Willie 94.1.
I'm a hard working man.
The Big Willie. It's great country. Willie 94.1.
We're making country great again, and we've got the real trader for you every weekday morning starting at 8. Join me, Mac Daniels, for it right here on Willie 94.1.
Jay Turner with Scott Killen. Go to the bottom half of the 5th. Trojans trailing here to Bowling Green 3-2.
Yep, for Bowling Green in the top of the 5th, they were 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no Barren County errors. Bring up Jackson Reese. Jackson is 0 for 1 on the day. He was hit by a pitch and scored a run in the first inning and popped up to the pitcher in the 3rd.
Yeah, Reese, followed by Sutton High, then Gavin Coffey, the 2-3-4 hitters. And pitch number 68 coming here from Eli Crees. And the pitch got the outside corner.
Yeah, Crease has really settled down. He threw he threw a lot of pitches in the first inning, but done a pretty good job of settling down here.
Crees fires. Fouled off to the left by Jackson Reese. So Reese behind here, 0-2. pitch from Crease. Just misses outside. 1-2 now to Jackson
Need
Reese.
to get something going. Hadn't really had a lot. We had bases loaded in the third. Couldn't score, but after the first inning, it's been pretty quiet for the Trojans.
1-2 pitch. Out to right field, and it will just go foul. Got a score here. Warren East in softball and Cumberland County tied at 1, bottom of the 6th. And that game is at Warren East, so apparently they didn't get any rain down there.
Yeah, they calling for rain here, but it just didn't kind of moved around, and we didn't get it, thank goodness.
Yeah. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jackson Reese.
Sorry to those that think it's getting a little dry around here. We've only had 40 inches of rain since
well, they said April. April was the wettest on record. It looks like May could be too. It chops this one towards second, and the throw to first is in time. Just barely. 1 down for the Trojans here in the bottom half of the 5th.
Got to bring up Sutton Hyde. Sutton Hyde is 0 for 2 on the day. He reached in the first inning on a fielder's choice, scored a run. Struck out in the third.
Grace now with his 73rd pitch in this game. And it's swung on by Sutton Hyde.
Yeah, just kind of pulled off of that one a little bit. Just kind of pulled his head and shoulders off of that one a little bit. Need to stay quiet at the top. Head and shoulders quiet.
0-1. Low. I just put in a text to Allen County's athletic director, Cameron Cook, see what we can find out about if they're going to reschedule that softball game tomorrow. It's got to be played by. Nice hit. That's Sutton Hyde. Sutton Hyde. It's gone. Nope. He got it at the fence. I thought it was going to go over. It will be a double, though, for Sutton Hyde. I thought that thing was going to go. Went to the fence.
He need to do about 5 more push-ups, as we used to say. Yeah, 5 more push-ups.
It was close.
Yeah, squared that one up. That'll bring up Gavin Coffey. Gavin is 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI.
And Coffey's hit 3 home runs this year for the Trojans, batting .311.
Bowling Green, they've got somebody warming up down there in the bullpen.
Yep.
Can't see the number.
19 RBIs in the season for Gavin Coffey.
I don't know if that's – don't know if that's anybody that's –
I don't know. They've got a lot of pitchers. Swing and a miss there by Coffey. I can't make out the number from here. They've got 5, 10, 13, 14 pitchers on the stat sheet. 0-1 pitch. Gavin Coffey swings on that pitch.
Yep, down 0-2. Runner in scoring position with 1 out.
And Sutton Hyde's at second. Pitch to Coffey. Fouled it right at the plate. Trojans have 1 out here in the bottom half of the 5th, trailing Bowling Green 3-2. Eli Crease.
Good take.
Yep.
That was a really good pitch. That ball started out like fastball, and then it broke out late, and that's a good take by Gavin Coffey.
Yep, he was watching that one. One-two pitch. Coming from Crease.
Ooh, that
was close too.
That one was way too close to take. That's really good eyes. That's one you don't. I don't know if he got fooled, but that's one that you just really don't take with 2 strikes.
Fouled that one toward the Bowling Green dugout. 2-2 is a count to Gavin Coffey with 1 out, and Sutton Hyde's at second. Trojans trailing 3-2, bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, Gavin worked his way back. It was 0-2 and fouled off a couple pitches. He's worked the count to 2-2 now. Here's the windup in the pitch from Crease.
Checking Hyde out at second. That
Fouled off. Good at bat by Gavin.
Mm-hmm. Just got a text back from Cameron Cook down at Allen County. He says he's not heard anything yet, but should have a decision by in the morning.
Ah, well, here you
Guess
go.
depends on how the field dries out, right?
Oh, yeah, depends on how much rain they got down there, I guess.
Yep. And Coffey swings and misses for the strikeout. 2 down for the Trojans. Bringing up Axel Dysom next.
Axel's 1 for 2 on the day. He singled his last time up in the 3rd.
See what he can do here. See if he can bring Sutton Hyde in. Here's Crease. Outside. Something smells good. I don't know. Is that hamburgers or?
I don't know, man. It does smell pretty good.
As they say,
that's what it is.
It's close to supper time.
Well, it's close to us, too, you know. That hamburger was pretty close to us, too.
Yeah. 1-0 pitch. That one in the dirt. 2-0.
Need to drive this run in right here and tie this up.
Axel's hit 1 home run this year for the Trojans. As a team, Barren County's hit 12. And runner going. Yep. Ball got away from the catcher, and Sutton Hyde heading over to third.
3-0's the count to Axel Dysom. Sure it's going to take this one, probably. I would think that's automatic take.
Yep. And a pitch.
Nope, gave him the green light.
Fouled it off. 3 balls and a strike. 2 outs. Sutton Hyde at third. The pitch out to center field, and it could be trouble. It is gone.
Gosh, he's hit that a long way,
My goodness. I mean, that was deep center. Out of here, Axel. His 2nd home run of the season as he brought in Sutton Hyde as he comes down to home plate to give the Trojans the lead at 4-3.
Well, I'll tell you what, I knew he had enough to get it over the center fielder's head, but I never dreamed. You don't see too many baseballs hit out of here, period, but you really don't see many that's hit out in center field. But Axel, he dieseled that one out.
He did.
Give Barren County a 4-3 lead.
Hope we got that on the on the replay on the live stream.
Had to bring up Cameron Crawford. I guess he's re-entered for Skylar Potter. He's 0 for 1 on the day. He drew a walk his last time up.
Now the Trojans have back the lead after leading 2-0 early in the game. That pitch is outside.
Nobody in the bullpen. Bowling Green had somebody up throwing just a few minutes ago, but it's pretty quiet down there now.
And this is number 90 in the pitch count coming from Crease. Fouled off. It hit Crawford's foot.
Yeah, that's the worst. You talking about hurts.
Little,
I mean, it's like when you foul a ball off of your shin or your foot, it's like you've been kicked by a mule. It hurts.
1 ball, 1 strike to Cameron Crawford. That pitch is down, 2-1.
Sun's popping out now.
Yep. Right before sunset.
Three one.
Yeah, down on that one, 3-1. Grease fires.
Good pitch.
Yeah. Thought it might have been a tad high, but no. Full count here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on. Grease to Crawford. Out to left field. And it will be caught by the left fielder, Grayson Newman. That ends the inning for the Trojans, but Barren County with 2 more runs to the board to lead Bowling Green after 5. It's 4-3 Trojans on WCLU 104.7 FM. Back in a minute.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
I'm Tobe Morgan. I'm a line crew foreman. I've been with the plant board 18 years. Working for the EPB to me means more than just providing for my family. It means I get to work somewhere that truly cares about and helps our community. I get to do something that I enjoy while helping people I know and have known my whole life. Working at the Glasgow EPB has shaped my life in so many positive ways. I appreciate the main priority is offering the best to our customers.
Bowling Green 3. Jay Turner with Scott Dillon here from Trojan Field.
Yep, for Barren County in the bottom of the 5th, they scored 2 runs on 2 hits, capped by a 2-run home run by Axel Dysham. Put Barren County up 4-3 going into the top of the 6th inning. First 3 batters for Bowling Green is Harrison Yates, Luke Idlett, and Hudson Notmeyer. Yates hit a solo homer in the 4th inning. He's 1 for 1 on the day with an RBI.
Yep, got the 6, 7, 8 batters.
Skylar Potter's back on the hill for Barren County.
Potter's pitched 23 so far.
Here's
Potter.
the wind up in the pitch.
Pitch to Yates. Got the inside.
Broke. That was a good pitch.
Yeah.
Broke late. I don't think that Yates kind of looked at the umpires like, "Are you serious?" I would have done the same thing if it had been me.
0-1.
Good pitch. Just a little bit outside. Barron's got a lefty warming up down in their bullpen.
Pitch high and away, 2-1.
I can't see the number.
Yates.
Oh, okay.
What?
Nothing.
Fouled off at the plate. 2-2, the count now to Yates.
Is that 14?
That's 14 is Colton Wilson.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
You didn't want to say it, did you?
We don't know if he's actually warming up or maybe just and sometimes, guys will throw bullpens, especially if they're going to be throwing tomorrow. Some guys will get up and throw some bullpens during the game.
Way outside. And that one's going to walk Yates. Yeah, when you've got a game tomorrow at Taylor and a game Thursday at South Warren. And you have 2 days in between to get ready for district on Sunday.
Yep, better bring up Luke Idlett. He's 0 for 2 on the day. He popped up to Bryce Thompson back in the fourth inning.
Courtesy runner is Andrew Jones.
Yeah, from Atlanta, from the Atlanta Braves. Got Gary Sheffield on deck. Square to bunt.
Oh. Jones is 7 for 10 on stolen bases. I don't think I mentioned that earlier when he was at first before. Squaring up the bunt, it's Luke Idlet, and he puts it down. Oh, there's a throw to first. And, oh, wow, what a play. He kind of bumped into Jackson Reese. And
wow, that's an unusual.
Yeah, I've never seen that one happen before.
That's an unusual double play. It's a 4-run assisted to get the first out,
Right.
and it's a 4-3 to get the second out. That'll bring up Hudson Notmeyer. He's 0 for 2. He threw out to left field his last time up.
See if Potter can finish him off here. And there's a nice pitch for strike one. Potter.
Yeah, a little
Just
low.
low on that one.
It was a good play by Jackson right there. Ball not hit very hard. I really didn't think he'd have an opportunity to tag out Yates.
Yeah. Oh, that would
that looked good. It's a shade inside. That plate's a Frisbee. There ain't no corners on it.
2 balls to strike to Notmeyer.
It's a dinner plate.
Potter fires.
Fouled off. Potter's done a good job coming in relief of Cameron Crawford so far this game.
Pitch to Notmeyer. Fouled.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Shot that into the Trojan dugout.
Yeah.
Coach Wells, he's
better
a
be
young
watching.
man. He had quick feet. If that had been me, I'd have been laying on the ground because I couldn't get out of the way.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Notmeyer. Here's Potter's pitch. Ground ball.
Oh, this is
throw to first. Oh, nice.
Good
play.
job.
Yeah, Potter came over. And that was Coffey that made the play over.
Yeah, Coffey came a long way
He
for
did.
that one, and Potter did a good job of not going to sleep. You know, rule of thumb, pitching anything on the right side of the infield, you're making your way to first base. And a lot of times guys will get up there and they stand and watch the play, and there's nobody at first base. And it's like, hey, man, you know, if you want to watch the game, buy a ticket.
Yep.
So good play by the Trojans.
We played 5.5, or 5.5. We're going to the bottom of the 6th, 4-3 Trojans here on WCLU 104.7 FM. Back in a minute.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Cold weather means...
Luke Idlet is the new pitcher for Bowling Green as he replaces Eli Crees.
Yep, he's another little low three-quarter guy, submarine they used to call him.
This is only the third game he's pitched in. Nice ground ball right up the middle for Aiden Keeney. Got by everybody. Luke Idlet's a senior, of course. We talked about him being on the state runner-up basketball team this year for the Purples. He's only pitched in 1 2/3 innings. He's only thrown 20 pitches in varsity action and struck out 3 batters.
Yeah, with that, it's what you kind of find out down toward the end of the season with the district tournament coming up. You got to save arms and bringing in guys that probably may not have pitched as much, during the regular season. That'll bring up Bryce Thompson. He's 0 for 1. He laid down a sacrifice in the first inning. Reached on an error.
Yep, fouled that one back.
In the fourth. For Bowling Green in the 6th inning, they scored no runs on no hits, no Barren County errors.
Right.
It's good. We really need to get some runs right here. And it's good Aiden got the leadoff single, got a guy on. Get some insurance here to go ahead to the top of the 7th.
Pitch from Idlet. Just misses outside for ball 1. Got a courtesy runner. And who is that? Colton Esters. Number 10.
Colton's probably a freshman, I would think. I think that's Miss Esters' son.
It
Coach
is.
Esters'
He's a freshman.
son. Yeah.
Yep.
I watched him play back when he was little. And he's got some skill. He's got a little baseball savvy. Even back when he was younger, he looked like he was going to be a pretty decent little player. It's hard to believe he's a freshman.
Yeah.
Of course, I remember when his mom was a freshman, so I'm old.
I do too.
I'm getting old.
I remember when she was in elementary school. Popped up towards right field, and making the catch there is Notmeyer. Just into the outfield, and that's the first out of the inning for Barren County here in the bottom of the 6th. Brings up Jordan Harris.
Jordan's 0 for 1 on the day. He got to sacrifice his last time up.
Barren County leading 4-3 here, bottom of the 6th. Scored 2 in the first and 2 in the 5th. Here's Luke Idlet. And that one's chopped right to first base. They're going to try to make a double play.
Nice play.
Yeah. So
nice play there by the shortstop, Evan Charlotte.
Shallard.
Shallard.
Yeah. All right, back at the top here with J.P. Hyde. His 4th at bat of this game. With 2 outs here on the Trojans, and Harris at first.
JP is 1 for 3 on the day.
JP with 5 home runs hit this year. Ooh, and that pitch is a strike.
A little breaking ball pitch. Wouldn't it surprise me with 2 outs here if Harris didn't go? For the simple fact is, if he does get thrown out,
JP has 1 home run and Sutton has 5.
If he does get thrown out, then you have the top of the lineup to hit in the bottom of the 7th. Hopefully we won't need that, but wouldn't surprise me.
Luke Idlet with the 0-1. And a swing and a miss. Ooh.
That looks pretty good. Not to pitch that much.
Only the 3rd game he's pitched in this year, and only 1 2/3 inning.
There he goes.
Runner goes. That one going out to left field. It is going to be fouled out of play. So that'll bring Harris back.
0-2 is the count to JP.
Yeah. JP with 22 RBIs on the season. And there's the pitch, and it is going to be fouled down the third base line.
Still 0-2 the count to JP. JP's a good contact guy, doesn't strike out a lot.
No, he's only had, looks like 12 on the season.
Yeah, it's not many for a leadoff.
Nope. Harris is at first. Here's Luke Eilert, and runner going.
He fouled it away.
Yep, fouled it away.
That was a good pitch, and that was a good – JP did a good job of fouling that pitch off.
Mm-hmm. Harris is 11 of 12 on stolen bases this year. He has some speed. Now the count is at 0-2 with 2 outs. Idly with a pitch. Runner going. Harris heading to second. Oh,
that was close.
That will end the inning for the Trojans as we go to the 7th. It's Barren County 4, Bowling Green 3. Back in 1 minute. This is Trojan Baseball brought to you by Don Franklin Auto at WCLU 104.7 FM.
You've got some things to take care of, like heat to keep you warm and comfortable. Put it on your list of things to do. A call to Southern States Glasgow to fill your propane tank. Southern States is one of the top suppliers of propane gas in the country, and your Southern States in Glasgow is the local, smart, reliable source for all your propane needs. Safe, clean-burning propane gas is the premier energy source for heating and appliances. Call 651-6167 and 651-2159.
And we are now on 120 Cross Street, just off 31E South.
Just past the railroad tracks.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit scrtc.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
Position will be relieved out there by Colton Wilson.
Sutton Hyde's like the wild thing off Major League. He comes in and he's the closer. For Barren County, in the bottom of the 6th, they scored no runs on 1 hit. Barren's still up 4-3. It's very important that you get the lead off out. I cannot emphasize that enough. And Markel Yates has been a guy that's been on twice today and has scored twice. So not an easy guy to get out, but it's important that you get the first out.
Mm-hmm. Sutton Hyde has struck out 25 hitters this year in only 13 innings of pitching. This is his 11th game he's pitched in. Given up just 8 hits, 2 runs, none of those earned, and has walked only 4.
It's good that you have a guy that's got a live arm that you can bring in, hopefully, to close this one out for Barren County. Yates is 1 for 1 on the day. He singled his last time up, but he scored 2 of the 3 Bowling Green runs, and that's pretty good for a 9-hole hitter. Markel Yates, Evan Schallert, and Drew Eisenberg, they get back to the top, Bowling Green.
Mm-hmm. Sutton High with a pitch to Yates, and it is high.
Little high cheese, as they used to call that.
1-0 pitch.
Ooh, that's 2. It's inside.
Yep, 2-0.
You can settle down here and work your way back.
Pitch to Yates. That one looked
there
good.
There we go.
Yeah. I thought it looked good. Get some wolves.
I think the Bowling Green crowd thought it was a little high.
2-1 from Sutton Hyde. Another nice pitch coming in there. 2-2.
It's a good job there by Sutton, working his way back to even the count up at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fires it in there.
And struck him out.
Struck him out swinging. First out here in the top of the 7th for Bowling Green.
That's a big out for Barren County. First off, you get the first out of the inning, and then Yates is a guy that's been getting on base, and you can tell he's going to start running.
Yep. What?
I don't know. Somebody must have been chirping out of the Bowling Green dugout.
Chirping going on.
Oh, somebody was out of the dugout.
Oh.
Oh, they were hitting the bat. They're hitting the dugout with the bats.
Oh, okay.
That's right. Had to bring up Evan Shallard.
Shallard, his 4th at bat in this game.
Yep, he singled his last time up. He's 1 for 3 today.
1-0 from Sutton Hyde. Fouls that one off. It did hit a car? Uh-oh.
It wasn't mine.
No.
If it is, that's a long foul ball.
Yeah, I'm parked up in the end zone, so. Did it crack the windshield? That's the.
I hope not.
Yeah, that's. 1-1 pitch from Sutton High.
Just a bit outside.
2-1. 1 out. Top of the 7th. Pitch to Shallard.
Ooh. I guess that was a little low.
And now it's 3-1.
3-1 to count to Evan Shallard.
Hyde fires it in.
Good pitch.
Yes. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Shallard. Fouled that one off. Went down to see the Savannah Bananas. You ever seen them
No,
before?
I've always wanted to. Everybody says that everybody
it's a
that
fun
I've
game
talked
to watch.
said
I mean,
that's
they act up and do crazy stuff. And
yeah, and somebody they do weird stuff. Like if somebody catches a foul ball, they get to bat or something like that. I think
that's going out to left field, but it's going to be out of play. They couldn't get to it in time. But yeah, they played the Parney Animals down at Nissan Stadium Saturday. 70,000 people there.
Yeah, I'd like to go.
It was a lot of fun.
I need to
very
get me,
entertaining.
I need to get online and get me a Savannah Bananas hat.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah,
there was a lot of people had a lot of banana wear on down there.
Yeah, I'd like. I've seen them, but I haven't seen them in person.
Yeah, they're very entertaining. And that pitch is going to walk Shallard. So now Bowling Green with a runner on, and it'll bring up now Drew Eisenberg.
And Drew Eisenberg, he's 1 for 3 on the day. He flew out to left field his last time up. Singled in the 3rd. Flew out to right in the 1st. I'd be ready for the bunt here.
That pitch is outside for ball 1. And they're building a new Titan Stadium right next door, so parking was,
a little crazy.
There's a strike delivered by Hyde, but not too bad, really, considering 70,000 people there.
Yeah, that's a bunch for a baseball game, you know.
Yeah, it was a sold-out game. 1-1. Ground ball right up the middle.
Oh, what a play.
Stop, and
he couldn't get there.
Couldn't get to it.
Boy, what a nice play by J.P. Hyde.
Did everything he could. Right behind second base.
Almost had it, just couldn't quite get it out of his glove to get it to him.
Nope. So now Bowling Green has runners at first and second with 1 out.
Got to bring up Landon Gilbert. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Grounded out to J.P. his last time up.
Time called here by Coach J.R. Estes.
Bowling Green not going down easy in the top of the 7th.
Again, they beat Russell County 8-3 in 9 innings on Saturday, and then Warren East yesterday 8-7. They played 2 games on Saturday. They lost to E-Town 2-1 the first game.
Yeah, E-Town's usually traditionally is a very dominant baseball program up in the 5th region. And Bowling Green's schedule is not easy by any means. They'll play anybody anywhere, and they usually have a pretty good schedule as well.
Yeah. Again, we'll try to find out in the morning whether the Trojanettes will go to Allen County to play that district game tomorrow or whether they'll have a home game against Nelson County.
Either way, y'all doing the broadcast?
No, we'll just do the Nelson. We do the home game against Nelson County.
I gotcha.
Yeah, if they were, we already did the Allen Barren game here at home.
Gotcha.
Pitch coming in, and it's just outside.
Need to get an out.
Yeah.
Right here. Need an out somewhere, some way, somehow.
Gilbert is the batter. Here's the pitch.
A little low.
It's down.
It's 2-0.
Trojans got a couple of wins Saturday against Davies County, 11-0 in that first game. Oh, wow.
Oh, still.
Yeah, it went into center field.
Got away from him. That was, Lucky didn't give up an extra base on that wild throw on the pickoff move.
Right. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Bowling Green has runners at first and second. Top of the 7th. Trojans 4, Purples 3.
It would be nice an infield fly. We'll take a strikeout, ground out, fly out. Double play'd be great.
There's a strike.
Well, that pitch, I'm glad to get it, but that pitch looked like it was a little out.
I thought it was outside.
A little outside. 2-1 to count to Gilbert.
Hyde. That's going to go to center field.
I don't know.
Charging for it in.
Didn't get it.
Didn't get there.
Going to score. Whoop.
Yep, and they're going to score. Nope. Wait a minute. Hold up. They will load up the bases, but nobody scored.
Harris did a good job of trying to.
Bad spot out there.
Just hit it. That's one they call one of them Texas leaguers. That's one of them. It's just out, not hit real hard, but it's just in between everybody. And Jordan, he made a good run at it to try to get it, but bases are loaded now for Eli Crease. He's 1 for 2 today. Here's what we need. We need a ground ball to the pitcher, throw it to Keeney for 1 out, throw it to Coffee for 2nd out, and let's get it over with.
There is a strike delivered by Sutton Hyde.
Corners are up. Infield's back in double play depth.
And the pitch. I thought that one looked good, but just a little high. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases are loaded for the Purples here at the top of the 7th.
Good pitch.
All right.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Crease.
Sutton High with a 1-2 pitch.
Little up.
Just up a little.
2 balls, 2 strikes. That's actually not a bad pitch. Just a little up, little breaking ball there.
Pitch from Hyde.
Struck him out.
Yeah.
Big strikeout.
Yeah. 2 down.
2nd strikeout of the inning for Sutton Hyde. That was a big one. We got 2 outs now, and Grayson Newman's at the plate. He's 0 for 3 today. Now your corners can move back, play regular depth. They're not going to be bunting here, wouldn't think.
Grayson Newman facing Sutton Hyde. Here's the pitch.
Good
that
pitch.
looked good all the way. Two outs in Bowling Green. Bases loaded. Top of the 7th. 0-1 to Grayson Newman. Hyde with a pitch.
Up.
That'll even it up at 1-1. Pitch to Newman.
Good pitch.
Yep.
Good pitch.
Yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One more strike away
to
here.
Grayson Newman.
1 strike away. Sutton Hyde with a pitch. Ooh.
Boy, he had some some gas on that one. He let that one go.
2-2.
Deuces. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yep.
2 outs. Don't want to go full here.
Let's finish it right here. Finish it right here.
Oh, he got somebody.
Oh.
Somebody.
I tell you what, you got to be watching over there.
Yeah, you can't be. You can't be in
you
there.
can't be on your phone looking at something.
You can't be in there eating a hot dog and not be watching. They scattered in the dugout.
Count stays 2-2 with 2 outs and bases loaded. Sutton Hyde delivers. Oh.
3-2 going to be going on the count here. Runner's going to be moving on the pitch.
Sutton Hyde, let's end it right here. Here's the pitch. Fouled back.
it off. I tell you what, Newman's hanging in there. He got down early in the count, but he's fought his way back to a 3-2 count.
Sutton Hyde fires.
Fouled it off.
Yep. He's staying with it.
It's a battle. Who's going to give in first?
Here's the pitch. Out to right field. It's going to drop. And Bowling Green will score 2 more. And now it is a 5-4 lead for Bowling Green here at the top of the 7th.
Well,
that's going to bring up Harrison Yates.
Not what we wanted to see, but I tell you what, Grayson Newman had a really good at bat. Did exactly what you do with 2 strikes. You think middle away, fought off several pitches, fouled them off, and was a good at bat.
Yeah.
Harrison Yates is 1 for 1 on the day. Hit a solo homer in the 4th. Bowling Green's up 5-4. Big 2-out hit by Grayson Newman. That'll bring up Harrison Yates.
Yates is in the 6th spot.
Good off-speed pitch for strike 1.
And there's the throw. They're going to have a rundown here. I mean, he's catching up.
They got it. Sure did.
What about Mr. J.P. Hyde? Got the 3rd out of the inning, but the Trojans will need to score here in the bottom of the 7th. At least tie for 1 run to go to extra innings. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. It's Bowling Green 5, Barren County 4. Back in a minute on WCLU 104.7 FM.
Attention home buyers and homeowners. If you're shopping for a mortgage or considering home financing, call one of Kentucky's top mortgage lenders, South Central Bank. Recognized as the area's best mortgage company, we are ready to help you walk through every step of the borrowing process. With experienced lenders and a full range of loan solutions that suit your budget, South Central Bank can make your dreams become reality. Contact us today. You can even apply online at southcentralbank.com. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638. Located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
Go to the bottom of the 7th. The Trojans are down 5-4 to Bowling Green.
Yeah, for Bowling Green.
Jackson Reese, Sutton Hyde, and Gavin Coffey are the batters.
Actually, it'd be J.P. Hyde.
Yeah.
J.P. would be the leadoff.
That's right. I didn't have down one too many.
Yep.
There.
Yep.
That's what you want, J.P., Jackson, and Sutton.
Yeah, for Bowling Green, they scored 2 runs on 3 hits in the top of the 6th to go up 5-4. Got the top up, J.P., Jackson, and Sutton.
J.P. made a great play to get the third out for Bowling Green. He had some speed behind him. Here's Luke Eidlet.
Oh, he got hit by a pitch.
Hit him on the elbow. J.P. will head down to first, and that'll bring up Jackson Reese.
Yeah, again, that's it. You got to get the first out, man. You can't be giving guys, putting them on. We'll take it. That'll bring up Jackson Reese. He's 0 for 2 today. Scored a run in the first inning.
I want Jackson Reese to hit a home run. He has 0 right now, and for the senior, he needs to get a home run here. Tried to lay down a bunt, fouled.
Try to sack, try to move him up.
Jackson Reese.
Be interesting to see if he bunts again.
Batting .400 on the year.
As good as he handles the bat, I probably would if it was me. But we'll see. He may not.
Eidlet steps off, and now the catcher, Harrison Yates and Luke Eidlet.
One good way to tell if he's going to bunt or not is to throw a pitch over to first base. That'll tell you whether or not he's got the bunt sign.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's what they're expecting.
Gonna
There's
run
a throw back to first.
Yep, that was a plan.
Yeah.
That was planned there from Bowling Green. They had the pickoff play, kind of run the second baseman in behind JP.
One ball, one strike, no outs. J.P. Hyde at first, bottom of the 7th. Trojans trailing 5-4. Eidlet with a pitch to Reese. Pops this one up, and it is going to be playable. Oh, wow.
No, he had to run a long way to get that one.
From right field all the way to the edge of the infield, and that was Notmeyer making the play for the first out. Sutton Hyde.
Sutton doubled his last time in off the left center field wall. He scored a couple of runs, stole a couple of bases.
Almost got his 6th home run. It was close. Mm-hmm. Pitch high and inside for ball 1.
Yeah, I don't think the Bowling Green crowd didn't like that.
Nope. Eidlet with a 1-0. Out to left field. It is going to be caught by the left fielder, Grayson Newman. And there's 2 down. Gavin Coffey. It's up to him to try to keep the Trojans alive here.
Yep, Barron's down to their last out. Gavin is 1 for 3 today. Struck out his last time up.
J.P. Hyde at first. Eilit's pitch. That's a strike. Pitch outside.
We'll just got to get on and pass it back now.
1 ball, 1 strike to Coffee. JP Hyde at first. Eilert steps off. Fouled that one right back.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Gavin Coffee.
Eilert to Coffee. And struck him out swinging. And that's the ball game. Bowling Green wins it 5-4 over Barren County. We'll come back with our post-game coverage in a moment. This is Trojan Baseball brought to you by Don Franklin Auto at WCLU 104.7 FM.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales on the corner of West Main and Reynolds Road in Glasgow.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa Cash Checking Account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more.
Purples now go to 20-10 of the year. Barren County drops to 20-9 on the season with a loss here this afternoon, as they'll head up to Taylor County tomorrow, to South Warren on Thursday to finish out the regular season. We'll come back with more of our post-game coverage in a moment after this 2-minute timeout. 2 minutes here on WCLU 104.7 FM.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that Farmers RECC honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always. Farmers RECC is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
Are you looking for high-quality, cost-effective, and highly visible advertising? At ATM Media Solutions, we offer large-scale marketing with ease. We have 4 LED billboard locations: Highland Pharmacy in Sonic, the intersection of 31E and Trojan Trail, Highway 90 East, Burkesville Road, and our newest location in front of Gondolier. Call 270-629-4542 to get a quote today. ATM Media Solutions. Advertise with ease.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children. When was your child's last checkup? Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
103.7 WHHT plays country's hottest hits from today's country artists, like
Hey, what's up? It's Morgan Wallen.
Hey, it's Lainey Wilson.
Luke Combs here.
Ray country that you can listen to longer with local community information that you need on 103.7 WHHT.
Afternoon in high school baseball. Trojans dropped to 20-9 on the year. Bowling Green improves to 20-10 with the win here this afternoon. Barren County started the game with a 2-0 lead at the end of the first inning, and then Bowling Green scored 1 run in the third, 2 in the fourth, and 2 in the top of the seventh. Barren County had 2 runs in the first and 2 in the fifth, and a 5-4. And we knew it was going to be a competitive game because both teams are, well, we mentioned the rankings and a 9-6 win by the Trojans in the game at Bowling Green back in March.
Yeah, it was a good game. Barren had a chance, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. Sometimes it just doesn't work out that way.
That's right. That's right. Of course, you're preparing for district tournament. That is what you look forward to as a second season, no matter what you did during the regular season. But a tough slate of games here in the latter part of the week, and especially the last week of the season, within Taylor County tomorrow and South Warren on Thursday.
Yeah, but we competed, and that's all you can ask, and that's, sometimes it's just the way it goes.
Yep.
So Barren played good game. It was a pretty clean game. I think 1 error on each side, so it was a good baseball game.
Got the stats there?
Yep, for Bowling Green, Evan Schallert was 1 for 3. He scored a run. Drew Eisenberg was 2 for 4. He scored a run. Landon Gilbert was 2 for 4 with an RBI. Eli Crees was 1 for 3. Grayson Newman was 1 for 4. He hit the big 2-run, 2-out hit in the top of the seventh for Bowling Green. Harrison Yates was 1 for 2. He had a solo shot in the fourth. Luke Idlet was 0 for 3. Hudson Notmeyer was 0 for 3. And Markel Yates was 1 for 2. For the Trojans this afternoon, J.P. Hyde was 1 for 3. Jackson Reese was 0 for 3 with a run scored. Sutton Hyde was 1 for 4. He scored twice. Gavin Coffey was 1 for 4 with an RBI. Axel Dyson was 2 for 3. He hit a 2-run homer in the fifth. Cameron Crawford was 0 for 2. Aiden Keeney was 1 for 2. Price Thompson 0 for 2. And Jordan Harris was 0 for 2.
Okay, so I guess our next broadcast is Sunday with the district tournament.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, looking
forward to it.
Yeah, we'll get Coach J.R. Estes in for post-game comments here as we continue our coverage here from Barren County Trojan Field here tonight. 5-4, Bowling Green winning there in the top of the seventh inning. And, Coach, we just couldn't make any plays or get any hits going there in the bottom of the seventh.
No, we had some other opportunities, I thought, throughout the game. Bowling Green played an excellent defensive game. We had 4 or 5 balls we hit on the button. They just made good plays.
Yeah. Of course, you played them early in the season, first game of the season. You beat them. It took 8 innings, though, to beat them. They're a tough team.
They're really good. You have the conversation with your team to win a region. That's the type of teams you got to win, and had opportunities. Just didn't get the job done tonight.
Yep. Of course, you've got a tough stretch of games. You go to Taylor County tomorrow. That's a 6:45 start. Is that right?
Yeah, they got baccalaureate for some seniors and asked if we could push it back a little bit.
Yeah. So Taylor County, another tough one tomorrow for you, and then South Warren. I mean, you go to South Warren, don't get any easier. But these are the teams you want to play heading into district tournament starting Sunday.
100%. Coach Alfonso set this schedule up for that reason. You wanted to be playing the best teams toward the end of the year, and by goodness, we are.
Yep. Well, Coach, tough luck here tonight, but good luck to you tomorrow at Taylor and at South Warren. We'll see you on Sunday at the district tournament.
Hey, thanks a lot,
Coach. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Coach J.R. Estes, the Trojans falling here 5-4 to South Warren here this afternoon, or to Bowling Green. They play South Warren on Thursday on the road. They'll be at Taylor County tomorrow night. And for those that interested in Barren County softball, their game with Allen County was canceled this afternoon. They will try to make that up tomorrow if they possibly can. That's the word I got. So we'll let you know, because we're supposed to have a game with Nelson County tomorrow for a home softball game up at Trojanette Field. So we'll see how everything works out in the morning. Again, the final score here this afternoon: Bowling Green 5, Barren County 4. Trojans dropped to 20-9 of the season. Bowling Green now 20-10. Our next broadcast right now is for tomorrow at 5:45 against Nelson County for Trojan softball. And our next broadcast of Barren County baseball will be Sunday afternoon with the 15th District Tournament as the Trojans take on the Allen County Scottsville Patriots. 5 o'clock airtime, 4:45. For Jake Norris, our studio producer, back in the studios in downtown Glasgow, and our BC Live crew, and for Scott Gillett, I'm Jay Turner. Thanks for being with us, and so long, everybody, from Trojan Field.